Hello guys, this is Scorpius9472 here. Slightly different topic, but I feel this needs to be addressed to everybody. Now, the recent days and weeks, I've noticed a lot of my friends, family, and whatnot have been somewhat suffering. And what, you may ask? Well, it may be day-to-day life, or different things in life that may be making them struggle and cope with situations and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'll start with mental health. Now, mental health is a heavy topic to go by, but some people don't understand how bad it is, or how worse it can get if you're not aware of what the triggers are and all that kind of stuff. See, mental health is not genetic. It's not it doesn't come by from let's just say it's not like you're not born with it, okay? But it can certainly attach onto you very quickly if you're not careful. And it's a weird feeling because sometimes people don't know how it happens or when it happens. Sometimes it just happens, right? And other people just need to understand how bad that can be. And a lot of things can trigger them. Maybe bad memories, a loss of a friend or family member, or even a pet or something like that, or even just seeing other people grief over, their family and friends and things like that. So when you talk to somebody like that who is feeling down in the dumps and all that kind of stuff, it's not always the best idea to be forward with the question of what's up, because not always will they know the answer. And we think we're doing great by asking the question, but what we're really doing is we're making it worse. We don't understand what they're going through, and they don't quite understand what they're going through. Yes, it might seem silly, and I would even agree with the other side of the spectrum that it would be very silly. But unless you're in their shoes, you can't really comment. Really, you don't have an understanding, so you won't be able to understand. I speak from experience, from being on the same spectrum of both sides, if that is anything to go by. Not mental health, but somewhere on the spectrum where I felt that, that I felt a bit of depression. I felt a bit, maybe frustrated at myself, but I've had my friends and family to help me along the way, to help me see through that dark path. And it's not always easy, it's not always the easiest way. Some people can be anxious, very nervous, and very timid, conversation social-wise, and it can spark up a lot of triggers that make them feel like shit. And there's just no way to properly battle that. Sometimes you just have to go through it in order for it to go away, if that's any means of saying so. It's a very hard route to walk by, but eventually you will get by it. And some people even feel suicidal. Now that's like another heavy topic, right? I think sometimes those thoughts are expressed when the individual feels that there's nothing left for them in the world, that there's nothing's going to change, and that no horizons are going to come to them. And, well, I haven't felt really as bad as that before, but I've been on the spectrum of asking the question, would anybody really miss me if I was to leave this world? And I think everybody has that question and they ask them themselves, regardless whether they are feeling the same, if you know what I mean. I often ask myself that question sometimes, but I never really, go further than that. Really, it's never really been a bad situation where I felt like nobody likes me, nobody appreciates me, that kind of thing. It has happened before, but never really has gotten to a I suppose a higher up stage into it. Like, couldn't find the word to describe it. But there is also natural disasters that go on in the world that may affect people, or just seeing other people being maybe abused or manipulated, or different things like that come into place. It doesn't always have to be. It's not always down to one narrow-minded path thinking. It's always something. There's always something going on in the world in their minds like that, and you just got to take that into consideration. You can't always go from A to B that quickly. You need to, I suppose, soften the blow by, comfort as the first thing is something that is always great for somebody who is going under that kind of stress and situation. Harsh words don't help. Maybe if somebody is thinking suicidal tendencies and you just need to pull them back a bit, you need to kind of like shake the cobwebs loose to kind of basically bring them back from that little situation. But I've always had a few, not going to mention any names, a few people in my friend circle that have been like that before, and it's been very tough to bring them out of it, but it was very, very rewarding when I seen that person lift from that dark path and go on to living a better life by being able to squash those thoughts and being able to move on from it. And I'm not saying I do this to get a reward out of it. I'm saying I do love helping people. That's one of my motives. I like to help people. Doesn't matter if I have known them for about 5 minutes or whether they've been my best friend for about 10 years. Nobody should have to go through that sort of stress and the stipulation of feeling like they are not worth anything in this world, because everybody has the potential to do something in this world. You just have to find it. And this is basically just I suppose, a quick message to everybody who's going through that kind of stuff. And I just want to say thank you to all those who have ever been with me at my darkest stage, because when you're helping somebody else, it kind of reflects on yourself as well, and you kind of get battered down yourself, but you always remain strong because you got to, in order to help other people. And I'm not trying to sound pretentious by saying that I love helping people or I help people to get out of that situation. I'm just expressing my experiences with that situation. I feel that it needs to be addressed where we all need to come together when people are feeling low and down in the dumps. Harsh words do not help. Maybe to shake the cobwebs loose, but it doesn't solve the problem like that. Because somebody can just go, yeah, well, you can get over it now, but it doesn't help. That person's still going to look at you and go, well, thanks for the help, dickhead, kind of thing. It's not going to help that person, and it never will. You need to stay with that person and make sure that they feel that they're getting better, that they know they're going to be okay. I've seen a few friends recently that have been low or down in the dumps who have maybe stopped streaming, or not stopped streaming altogether, or, you know, stop uploading, but I see how it affects them, and I just wanted to say that people in the community and everybody around you who knows and loves you is always there for you. We are there for you, so don't ever feel like you're on your own. Everybody, not everybody is lucky or fortunate enough to have somebody there with them, and that's what kind of makes me, you know, sad about that kind of situation, because how often do you see a lot of people like that? Or would you be able to recognize someone like that, you know? It's not always clear, the signs of depression, all that kind of stuff. We hide it by, you know, being the practical joker. We hide it with our emotions. We hide it with another emotion, like, you know, anger, aggressiveness, or something like that. And we just need someone to talk to. That's all it's ever been. Somebody who can listen. I'm somebody who can listen and see both sides of the story, and understand what it's like to be on both sides of the spectrum. And somebody might say it's very silly, but, you know, you don't need that kind of person in your life, you know? You just need somebody to help you. Not always will you have to be sat there going, well, I have to be reliant on that person because I need help. Some people take the individuality approach, where they say to themselves, after listening to other people and advice, they kind of go to themselves, well, I don't want to be in this rut anymore, I want to do better, you know? Don't kick that person while they're thinking that, you know? Encourage them, get them out there and help them. I think I've expressed enough and addressed enough what I feel about this topic, and I hope you guys agree or even disagree. Constructive criticism is welcomed, but if I've helped anybody by saying what I've said already, then that's great, that's brilliant news. This video will not be monetized because reasons of all else plenty. I'm not here to take your money by helping you guys or by uploading this video in any chance. That's just wrong in itself. What I will do though is I'll sign off by saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or stream. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.